Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health, here at Harmon Field in Wampauconetta to bring you high school football state semifinals as the Mechanicsburg Indians take on the Anna Rockets. Mike Hurd and Jeff Henshin here in Wampauconetta, and this game brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Quality Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, Plychem, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Cy Schwederman, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing and Heating and AC, Wayne Trail, Cargill, Wagner's IGA, SecureCom, the St. Henry Bank, The Spot, and the St. Mary's Foundry. A look here at the Anna Band here at Harmon Field in Wampauconetta, and a terrific matchup on tap, Jeff. Not any bad teams left, obviously, here at this level in the state semifinals.
When you're playing Week 14 football, you expect to have the best, and that's what we're going to expect to see tonight. Both these teams have obviously played well this season. They've been dominating their competition through the playoffs for the most part, and it's Week 14, somewhat new territory for each of these teams, especially for Anna. Their first trip, every game they win, it's a new record, if you will, in their season. And Mechanicsburg just one time in the semifinals back in 2013. So not very familiar with this type of action. A lot of crowd excitement, especially I know Anna is very jacked up for this. They've been looking forward to it each week. So a big party, if you will. So they're excited and have a lot of confidence.
The Rockets at 12-1 off their second straight Midwest Athletic Conference Championship. Mechanicsburg out of the OHC, and both teams ready on the field. And this is just going to be a terrific smash mouth football game. Get up, run the ball, and try to pick up as many yards as you can.
Hey, look for a lot of offense. Both these teams like to score a lot. Their defenses have been pretty good throughout the season as well. So, it's what it comes down to. Week 14, again, state semifinal 4 action here. Quality teams, and should be a quality match, a quality game.
We are just moments away from the kickoff when we come back to Wampauconetta here on NKTelco Sports.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Wapak, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gersner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Welcome back to this Grand Lake Health Systems production of high school football. Anna at 12-1. They're going to go on the defensive end first. It'll be the Berg out of the OHC, who, to our knowledge, has never beaten a Midwest Athletic Conference team. And you go back and look at how their season ended last year, it didn't exactly work out right against St. Henry, Jeff.
No, they were dominated against St. Henry, the last MAC opponent to beat them in the playoffs. To follow up on that, they lost to Spencerville the year before, but then 3 straight seasons, their seasons ended at the hands of Marion Local in 16 on a 26-15 game. in 2015 lost 9-7, a competitive game at Bell Fountain, and the year before that they lost in the first round of playoffs to Minster in double overtime. So playoff-wise, yeah, they have not had a lot of success against a MAC opponent. Anna's going to be the 5th one to our knowledge that they are going to square off against tonight and have to play well to get it done.
The OHC comes in at 8-1 this year in the playoffs. Their only loss came to another OHC team, and there you see the Anna Rockets. It's going to be loud because we are sitting on the Anna side, and Coach Nick Marino during this playoff run beat Minster 47-21, and I kind of felt like that was not great how that lined up. Could have been much later, maybe a regional final. Beat Fairview 54-20, beat Archbold 42-7, and that was an Archbold team that was coming off a handful of really good wins, including beating Coldwater, and you've got to be good throughout the entire season. You get Mechanicsburg and their playoff run. They beat Adena 32-7, beat Grandview Heights 48-7, and then beat Covington 42-26 a week ago in a game that was actually about 42-12. Covington scored a couple of touchdowns late to make it look like a bigger number, but Jake Hurst, they call that the Jake Hurst game, and he's a big part of a key to this game as we take a look at our Keyhole Pizza keys to the game. We'll look at Mechanicsburg first to talk a lot about communication.
Yeah, their line has to be able to, what Coach Forrest talked about, wants his line to communicate together to pick up the blitzes that he expects Anna to bring at them. Also, they want to be able to tackle 4 and 20. That's Heelskamp and Bixler. So actually Bixler and Heelskamp, big rushing attack there for Anna, and want to win a line of scrimmage and the turnover battle. Those kind of go hand in hand. They want to give your offense time to run and create holes. We also want to block up, plug up the holes against the Rockets, but control the turnovers. Do not give a short field to these quality teams.
You'll see the Berg back to return at 41 points a game, and the keys on the other side for the Rockets.
Again, stop the run, and that'll lead to eliminating that play action where they can throw the ball deep downfield to Bebout. They got some other good quality receivers, and be efficient. Don't get behind negative plays behind the line of scrimmage and have beyond long distance to go. Nice run back.
Mac DeLong with the fake on the reverse, and he's going to take it all the way across the 40-yard line. Just that quick. You've got to watch out for the speed, maybe handoff for Keith Bebo. And this is a terrific start for the Berg as they will start at their own 43-yard line here on the first drive of the game.
Excellent job as you ride a good run back. What more could you ask for? Starting at your own 43, a big game. Sometimes you get stuck down at your own end zone. You hate to do too much because of risk of a mistake, but here, playbook's wide open.
So in the backfield, a couple of different guys at the quarterback spot, and Logan Hurst and Aaron Conley. That'll be Hurst back there first with the doubles left, and Chase Props in the backfield with him. Tell you about Chase, he's a terrific runner. Hand off to him on first down, tried to find a hole to get through. Got back to the original line and gains 2 yards out to the 45. Just 76 reception yards on the year, but he can be dangerous. First team Southwest District running back, 81 yards a week ago in a game that his team got out early and often. So now we'll come in at Logan Hurst. On the year, he's thrown just 68 times to Conley's thrown 128. Yeah, but it's a great 1-2.
Yeah, they mixed it up a little bit, and again, a lot of weapons they have, and Anna's got, I'm sure, seen a lot of tape and footage, and will try to prepare to stop anything they throw at him.
Hand off to Props again to his left, out to the 48-yard line. He will pick up 3, brings up 3rd and 5, and that's about what Anna gives up on the year. It's amazing to look at the differential, almost 9 yards of play offensively, but third down, Berg offense this year converting about 47%.
Well, good teams will make third down conversions. That's somewhat a big-time stat once in a while, your third down efficiency, how well you can get that what you need to move the chains, and good teams find a way to get it done. Nice situation here in third, not too long, 3rd and 5.
Conley with the handoff. Props dancing to his left, found a host of green jerseys. He's going to get to the 50. That's only a gain of 2, though. It'll bring up 4th and 3. A terrific green wall stop by Anna.
Yeah, needed 5, they got 2, and that's really taking a look at here. Just really nothing open, a lot of green jerseys in the way, and it looks like
Mechanicsburg is going to go for it. Right, Isaac Egbert came up to help facilitate. Keep an eye on Keith Bebo on that left side on the wing. As back is Conley. He's also the punter, though, keep in mind. He looks back, see what he does. A little quick kick off to the left side. It'll roll down across the 20 and inside the 10.
Beautiful bounce.
Down out about the 7-yard line. A 43-yard punt on his part. So if you're going to have your drive stall, you want to have it happen like that.
Yeah, and they did. You were like you said, the quarterback being a punter. A nice job. He didn't drop back as far as I thought maybe he would. It looked like his normal position, but to able to get it off and no one back for Anna, and he got a beautiful hop and angled it nicely down inside the 10-yard line. So excellent field position swap there. But now Anna, credit to their defense after that big good run back. 3 and out. So good job by the Anna defense.
First team Southwest District quarterback and Bart Bixler in the shotgun. Hands off to Riley Hillscamp out to the left side. Not a lot of room for him to go, and he is going to be driven back down around the 6-yard line. They'll actually give him no gain back to the line of scrimmage.
Probably one of the few times Hillscamp has not gotten positive yards. I didn't necessarily get negative, but anytime you can stop him for less than, his average is immense. He averages a lot of carries. He scores a lot of touchdowns, almost a 10-yard average. So he is capable of breaking a big one.
He's broken his own school records a handful of times, both season and game, as he moves off to the left side of Bixler on 2nd and 10. Handoff will come right on the dive back to the opposite side, and he had one guy in front of him trying to break it away. In the secondary, and Logan Hurst got him, but not until he picks up the first down. Just a great block downfield.
Yeah, if Hurst doesn't get him number 21 of this tackle right there, I'm not sure how he tackled him there or got his shoe just a bit. He could have gotten a lot more. Nonetheless, a first down.
It's not hard to figure out. Coach Marino says the more you give the ball to Riley, the better things that are going to happen. As he now moves it across the 25 out to the 26. Picks up 8 on first down.
That's a nice play on first down. Obviously, Anna quickly back to the line of scrimmage here. They're ready to go. 2nd and short.
And they have that tempo as Bixler will keep it himself this time around the left side. And another first down. I think fans were looking maybe for a face mask, but a gain of 6. 4 plays and 2 first downs. We talked about efficiency, about slowing Anna down for Mechanicsburg. They haven't done it yet outside of that very first play of the game.
No, and Anna, they are, they're not utilizing the shot clock at all. It is fast and furious right now.
Bixler keeps it himself, runs in to a pile, including Keith Bebo, the safety. He will get across the 35-37 for a gain of 6. Bixler last week ran for 58 yards and a score, and threw a score. Such a good runner. These two kids have combined for almost 4,000 yards on the ground. He and Hillscamp. Bixler, the throw out to the flat, down the sideline. Anna with a lot of room to run. 1 block, forget about it. 6 on the board, 62 yards on the catch and score. As that is Nolan Emerson, had a 36-yard score a week ago. He's got the first here, and the Rockets soar into the end zone at 7:41.
Well, it didn't take long. A lot of positive plays, albeit the first play was a stuffed run. But, boy, here's the end result there. Nice catch by Emerson. And young man, got a nice block downfield, and Emerson did not let up. He accelerated as he got moving, and Ambus on now for the extra point.
He's been very good now as he puts it up and in. 7-0 Anna out of the gate. 7:41 to go into the first here on NKTelco Sports.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
62 yards and a score for Anna as we come back here to Harmon Field in Wapakoneta.
It didn't take long. 6 plays, and all on the ground except for the last one, the big one, the 62-yard pass from Bart Bixler to Noah Emerson. And wow, it didn't take much time off the clock either. A lot of high tempo offense and pretty impressive. Mechanicsburg's going to have to find a way to slow down that offense or it's going to be a long night. Anna's defense already came up big with a nice stop on their first possession.
Anna has more than 42 points per game in each of their last 8 games that they've won as the ball back into the end zone off the fingertips of the return man. Those are hard balls. It's just
cold enough to be.
Cold enough, yeah. It's 38 degrees when we started.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's chilly, it's cool, no moisture in the air, no precipitation, no wind. It's just kind of cool, like you said. It's balls are a little bit slicker, and that was right above his head. Those are tough to catch probably maybe in August. I don't know, but luckily for Mechanicsburg, once the ball crosses the end zone, even though you muffed it or even though you touched it, once it crosses that end zone, it's an automatic touchback. They start at their 20.
What's going to be different, though, is with Hurst and Conley, one's more of a runner, one's more of a thrower. You don't want to get into the point where you have to pick it up if you're Mechanicsburg. As Conley with a handoff to Chase Props around the corner. He'll go across the 25 out to the about the 27, 28-yard line, picks up 8 on first down. He's such a good runner on the year. You look at what Chase has done. 153 rushes, almost 1,500 yards. He's scored 22 times as an all-district pick. But there's always that one big runner for Mechanicsburg back there. And over the years, you team with Caleb Romero, who's at Ohio State now. They can do damage, but they've got to pick up this first down here. Quarterback will roll out to the left, got the first down, shoved his own guy out of the way, and got just shy, did Conley, of the 35, a gain of 7.
Well, more importantly, they get the first down. You know, after their good field position they had to start the game, couldn't really do much after those. 3 and out, they punted. It's good to see Mechanicsburg. You want to keep Anna's offense on the sideline. That might be your best defense, especially after what Anna did in their first 5 touches, marching down the field. Now Mechanicsburg, their offense, obviously, want to slow it down a little bit, take some clock off, run some clock, keep the Anna's offense on the sideline, but yet get points, and it all starts with getting first downs.
The runner in Hurst back in there. He'll hand it off to the right side. Props right down the middle and down the sideline he goes. Across the 40. He's got one guy, the trailer. He's going to go 65 yards into the end zone. Got through that second level and past Brandon Shannon and took off.
Wow, heck of a speedster there as well. We have got a lot of weapons on the field tonight. Props, the junior running back, accelerates, found the hole, and then no one got close to him, and he basically gained distance, if you will. Take another look at it here in the replay. Just a good blocking up front
right about
there.
Here.
He's moving, they're standing, and no one's going to catch him.
See a touchdown as Muscadry comes on to kick the extra point. He's been good on the year, 26 of 35. His brother Joey was a heck of an athlete here for the Berg. As that kick is off the right upright and no good. A high snap, had to rush it. But if you can see this replay, watch how quickly that the defense is able to get to that point, and he just doinked it as they tried to go high snap, put it down, and kick it away. No good. And these kind of games, as you look at this replay, brought to you by Winners Quality Meats, that ball soars right off the right upright.
Yeah, it might turn out to be a huge play in this game. You never know, but so many things have to be right in high school football.
Minster Marion Local had that earlier this year.
The pros in college make it look so easy, but a lot has to happen, and that timing, if it's off a little bit, the kicker just, they want it bang, 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 and if it's not quite in rhythm, things get pushed a little bit, and he pushed it just right. Tough break for the Mechanicsburg Indians, but good job by them responding with an excellent, I mentioned taking time off the clock. They didn't take a lot of time off the clock, a 3-play series there, and they come within an extra point of tying it up.
So the 2 scoring drives, Anna went 93 yards in just over 2 minutes, and the Berg went 80 yards in less than a minute. So it'll be the white, purple, and gold of the Mechanicsburg Indians kicking it off. It's a much different jersey combination. I used to cover them about 5 or 6 years ago. When Caleb Romero was like a junior, they went to these, but it's much more of the yellow and the gold as the line drive. That ball was kicked sideways, picked up at the 15-yard line for Anna. Now high and tight on the return out to the 30. One thing that we talk about all the time, Jeff, not only that extra point, but special teams. Coaches rave and rant about it forever because 1 point or maybe 10 yards on this return might be the difference in this game.
Yep, it's a third phase of the I'm going to say special. You got offense, you got defense, and you got your special teams. They all have to count and be held accountable. And it just hurts you if you can't convert on all three phases. And usually the good teams are very successful in doing all three phases very well. And we'll see how this turns out. But right now, Anna, maybe a little bit of maybe a big drive for them. They've got to kind of show that it wasn't a fluke on that first series and try to answer back now. Mechanicsburg did a nice job responding to their challenge.
The handoff ridden left. Hillscamp now around the corner. Penalty flag will fly from the sideline. He went to cut back in. This is probably in the area of a holding penalty.
This would be the first of the game for either team.
And they're pointing the opposite way against Anna.
So the first penalty, and it'll go against the Anna Rockets. And again, that holding call is from the point of infraction. It looks like it was a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, so it'll be about an 8-yard, if you will, loss behind the chain.
And there's one big thing. Nick Marino in his 5th year now at Anna, 35-20. Back-to-back MAC Coach of the Year awards by winning the conference. But it's not exactly like he's not well-versed in Mechanicsburg. He spent a couple of years as the coach at Urbana, succeeded Garen Stokes when he went to Minster. So he knows all about what this Indians program is about.
Yeah, very familiar. He knows the scrimmages you mentioned, or they
7-on-7 during the summer.
Yeah. They know the coaches each have a long relationship even before this season, so a lot of familiarity.
Kept by Bixler. He went to spin sideways and got dropped at the 25-yard line. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 17. That's just the defensive line able to get in front. The Mechanicsburg defensive line, Tristan Hall goes 6'1", 205. Caden Coleman, 5'9", 240. Jaron Patterson, just the 5th game he's played in this year. 5'10", 205 as Bixler throws the screen out to
Jeffrey
the
Richard.
Right side, and quickly Richards is going to be taken down at the 31-yard line for a gain of 5. Actually, it's Cameron Stewart with the reception.
Nice release. So decent. I say quick outside screen there. The blocking was pretty good. Just kind of got stepped up there, but good closeout, I should say, by the Indians. Prevent a big play.
3rd and 11 now for Anna from their own 31. Leading 7-6. They scored on their first drive after forcing the Berg to punt. Both teams in the high 40s in points per game so far this year. Bixler takes a snap, looking to throw, rolls out to his left, little screen pass out to Hillscamp. He's got a lot of room to run, got the first down, and down the sideline he went. That is a heck of a play on his part just to get to midfield. I didn't realize that they do ballet at Anna, but 19 yards and a first down, as you see on this replay.
Good core strength, and when he caught it out there, it was bad news for the Indians because he had a good angle, no one close to him, and is able to maintain balance to the 50 in a 19-yard pickup.
Had a defensive lineman chasing him too. Hand off to Hillscamp again. He'll dance his way through the middle. And you see his speed.
He's tough to tackle. You got to aim for his belly button and go after it because he moves back and forth so fluidly. You don't know which way he's going, and he's very elusive. And he said before that lineman chased him. He's going to win that battle every time.
Yeah. 15 out of 10 times.
Yeah.
That's 156 yards and 3 scores a week ago. Stands now at the 50 as Bixler will give it to him to the left. He'll fake it, and Bixler might have been well served because that defensive front, Caden Coleman, 68 tackles on the year, 11 for loss, keeps it to just a gain of 1, and that really because Bixler was able to fall forward.
Yeah, that was a nice job. Again, Bixler and Hillscamp, both those guys are so quick. You've really got to focus in on the center of their body, not go for their head and shoulder fakes if they will, and he came right in, wrapped him, and just prevented the fall forward for a yard. Big third down here, 3rd and 5.
So they would like to bring the fire trucks and the PD back to Anna in a happy way tonight. Back to the high school is now Stewart in motion from right to left, heads back as Bixler rolls out, was looking to hit him. He'll have to take it himself around the corner. He won't get there.
Maybe losing
Tackle for loss again, and it's the same big guys who were out there chasing him in Hall and Coleman. 4th down and 6 now in decision time as you look at this replay.
Just no opening for Bixler to go. The line basically didn't over pursue anything. They stayed right in their lanes, and nothing blew open as Hurst able to make the tackle. So 4th down, big play here. Now, last time I think it was Mechanicsburg had the 4th and such at midfield, punted it.
Opponents are 9 of 23, as that's exactly what happens here on Bixler's kick. This is going to take an interesting bounce. That'll be fielded by Stewart as he runs across the 15. Should be about the 16-yard line. Oh, they gave him even better.
Well, both times you see now the quarterbacks punting and no one back, and Mechanicsburg got a little bit better gratuitous hop, and Anna's luckily that they downed it when they did, because it was going to carry them backwards, and able to get a decent spot, maybe not inside the 10, but if they don't cover it, it probably bounces back maybe to the 20-25.
Well, that's one of those awkward balls too, because you don't know where that ball would have bounced off this older turf here in Wapak.
Well, this is a newer turf, though, I think.
Or sorry, that's what I was going for, where they replaced the older turf.
Yep, but still, it looked like it was bouncing back, so good job by the special teams to down it where they did to at least keep him inside the 20, and good defensive stop here.
Nothing for him, but that punt traveling at 37 yards. See the First National Bank scoreboard, 7-6 Anna here in the first. Each team has scored already, a 62 and a 65-yard pass and a run. And a big first quarter. It's sort of the feeling out quarter. Each team has put up just ridiculous numbers offensively in this first quarter this year, and Mechanicsburg has done it to the tune of 169 points. Now a straight drop, looking to throw, good protection. Immediately, that was snuffed out. As the defensive line able to crash down Malachi Minnick. First team MAC, first team D6 Southwest District. And he shows you why there, where they sack at a loss of 3.
Yeah, good pursuit by Minnick, and again, wrapping the quarterback and getting a negative play here big time. This brings up 3rd and long from the 14. So here's a play defensively that, if you get them to stop, they're going to be punting near their own end zone, if you will. So could get great field position.
That throw by Conley was the longest he's had in a while. Now, again, the mean green, right up on that handoff. It does gain a yard, but it's going to bring up a long 4th down. Minnick in on the tackle again. So the 3rd time.
We mentioned Minnick, 2 big plays there, 1 to sack. That, if I have my numbers right, his 11th of the year, leads the Anna team in that category. Also, 81 tackles coming in, so obviously not a surprise to see Minnick in on both those, the sack and the next stop.
This is big for Anna because the way this ball bounces, he's back there. Oh, it took a bigger Berg roll than I anticipated it was going to. Still, great field position at the 46 on the other side.
Again, the defense for Anna doing a nice job. They had able to flip the field. Now when Mechanicsburg flipped the field on Anna and had it down inside the 10, Anna went fast, run, and a big play to Emerson for the touchdown. Now Anna able to flip the field a little bit and pin Mechanicsburg deep. Couldn't do anything with it. The punt, not the best, but not the worst, but still real good starting field position now for Bixler and his offense.
Anna, big fans of Ricky Bobby. He just wants to go fast.
Go fast.
See what they can do here as Bixler has thrown just 127 times this year for 1,400 yards. He's got that touchdown, though, as the ball squirts right back through. What's he going to do with it? He's got a lot of time, and he does the smart thing. That's your senior leader right there. He just falls down and says, I'm not going to let you make a mistake and get me. Loss of 5 on the play. Let's watch where this ball is snapped. Just right through him.
Yeah, a little bit low, maybe down by his left knee, but fortunate for Anna, no blitzing package or anyone able to get in there. And Bixler, like I said, maybe in week 4 or 3, way back when, could have razzle-dazzle, but here you just don't want to make a mistake and make it any worse.
Knows what this game means.
Well, he knows that their offense, even though it's 2nd and 20, they have weapons, especially 2nd down. They've got a couple of
trying to get the 20 back with no problem.
Got that back and changed.
Back to the 46 on the other side. He picks up 18 of the 20, and that might do it for the first quarter, honestly. We're down to 6 seconds now. Anna's going to hurry up. Down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. They got the playoff. Handoff is trying to catch the Indians by surprise, but you're not going to get Jake Hurst 135 tackles coming in. He gets the loss on the play. We go to the end of the first quarter. That apparently no one on the field realizes.
Well, yeah, it is the end of the quarter. It'll be 4th down, and so Anna will have a chance to think about it here again with 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
Now that's the end of the first quarter. We go to the break. Anna on top, 7-6 here in Wapak on NKTelco Sports.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Start of quarter number 2 in the state semifinals here in Wapakoneta. Mike and Jeff and a host of thousands of people here to watch this game. These games are great because you don't necessarily have just the fan bases from the two schools. As on 4th down, Anna tasked with picking up 6. Now, Bixler's back there. He can also quick kick it, but keep in mind he's got Hulskamp and he might just do that. As now he will punt it away, and not a great kick.
No.
See how the bounce goes.
Well, he got a nice hop. It didn't look like when he got off it was going to jump backwards. Nice job by Emerson, obviously waiting in case the ball spun back to knock it down, catch it. Obviously for Anna, good bounce, went the other way and got inside the 20. But that's twice now Anna kind of stalled right at midfield and been forced to have the quarterback punt.
So with the roll, he got 31 yards on that punt. It's not a bad way to do it.
No, but Anna would like to have, after an explosive first series where they, after a stuffed run and were off, couldn't be stopped, have kind of put together really no first downs. Well, I shouldn't say that. They have not put together successive positive plays and have basically stalled.
Berg with the 1 first down so far as a lefty, and Hurst loads one up deep down the field, and it is incomplete at the last second. The defensive back and Nolan Emerson, who's got the big touchdown, reached back and knocked it away, and most importantly, did not draw a flag.
Yeah, he looked back there for a second. He thought maybe if he does it might be, but Emerson, for a second, I didn't know if maybe he came up with it. It was a well-defended, a well-thrown ball. I mean, it was either player had the option for it. Emerson, though, at 6 feet 2 inches, stride for stride, and we saw his quickness in the first quarter on the big 62-yard touchdown catch. Turned it on down the sideline, recovered there, and made a nice defensive play.
Big thanks to our presenting sponsor, Grand Lake Health System, for helping us bring you this high school football presentation. This is the best quarter of the year, 176 points. As Hurst throws, penalty flag comes out, caught on the screen by Mac DeLong at 5'8", 160. But this is the scoring quarter, and it'll be interesting to see if this 11-yard pickup holds up. I don't think it's going to.
False start is an initial indication, so they'll be backed up. So that'll wipe out a very nice 10, 11-yard pickup and move it back to the inside, maybe the 14.
About the 14, yeah. That was just a pass at DeLong, who's got 7 touchdowns. He's kind of the intermediate slot guy on the year for this team, but this is when they do their damage. In the second quarter, sort of trying to put opponents away before the halftime break. Have to come out with a running clock in the third. They almost did it to Covington last week. When you look at Kurt Forrest, the head coach for Mechanicsburg in his 10th year, we figured out. Actually graduated from the Berg, played quarterback on the 99 team that was the very first in school history to make the playoffs. They've done well since then.
Yeah, he's coming back his alma mater, where he, again, was a quarterback, helped him get that first ever playoff game, and maybe more importantly, as a third grader, he was a water boy.
That's the other one. The water boy can usually help out as a big run for nice. Jake Hurst down the sideline. Tried to pick the 20 up by himself.
He got a bunch. He got the first down.
Give him 17 on the run. As you look at the replay, watch how quick he can go around the corner. Jake, an honorable mention Southwest District pick in D6. Had a touchdown on a 63-yard run a week ago. Gives his team just their second first down of this game. So Back to the line now inside the left hash. A minute gone here in the second. Anna still clinging to that 7-6 lead. Switch of the quarterbacks looking to throw. This is the runner in Aaron Conley off to his left. He got the first down, and there's probably not very many times as he's driven out at the 43 after a gain of 12 where Anna has given up 28 yards on back-to-back plays this year.
No, probably not. I mean, there's some quickness there that the Indians have, and right now they've been winning the battle, if you will, against the Anna defense here, especially in a series of nice runs here, and the speed definitely winning against the defense.
Aaron Conley, a 5'9", 165-pound sophomore. 391 on the ground and 6 scores, 1361 through the air. 16 touchdowns, gives way to Logan Hurst. Hurst will turn and hand it off on a 1st and 10, and the Green Jersey Brigade with the tackle after a gain of 2 or 3. Just a short gain as that looked like Keith Bebo with the carry. Just that quick hitter. Now something a little bit different. Anna's been out there defensively for a while, probably much longer than they're used to. And it's a totally different thing too. I'd love to hear how you platoon or how you get yourself ready for a platoon at quarterback when these two kids are so totally different.
Yeah, and to find, obviously tape, but to mimic that or try to have someone in your own squad do that, it's going to be a task. And
Conley got through that blitz in style. Picks up 4 on 2nd and 7. Comes up 3rd down, and there's an injured Rocket down on the field. 9:53 to go in the first half. 7-6. Anna on top of the First National Bank scoreboard as we're back after this here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Isaac Egbert helped back up off the field and off to the Anna sideline, as you see there holding his shoulder. A big round of applause. Hopefully he's all right. Tonight's Grand Lake Health presentation of high school athletics being brought to you by American Trim, along with Frost Roofing and Hometown Opportunity, Ply Gem and Precision Strip, Schreederman Pharmacy and Knoxville Supply. Just some of the fine folks bringing you this ball game. It is now 3rd down. And a lot of things going on.
Yeah, you hate to see a player get hurt and then he goes off the field. Now you got to get things pumped up for both sides and come up with a big 3rd down stop if you're Anna, or try to move the chains if you're the Indians. And we've seen a lot of action right here at the 50-yard line when teams drive stalling. And here's going to be another one.
Speaking of stalling.
This is it. I mean, it's going to be the 3rd or 4th time we've had a 4th down from this range, either on the 50 or either on the 45 or, around the 50, and they've punted every time.
I'm always shocked to see where they spot these at. That's a very fortuitous spot for the Bird. As off will go Logan Hurst. But now keep in mind with Aaron Conley back there, he's the punter. 34 yards his average this year. But he's a dangerous, dangerous runner. And in the play action, like we talked about in the keys to the game, he can do some big things here.
Well, nobody back for Anna. Obviously, they're going to respect the go for it, but it's another punt.
So that's going to not be a good one.
No, not as well as this first one he was able to do.
I love when the guys on the sideline aren't happy that they couldn't catch it. ran a long way to try to get that and dropped it.
Well, they punted now, and again, I think that's 2 punts by each quarterback. Have we seen let's say a traditional punt yet?
Nope.
So that's 4 drives, 2 for each team that have stalled right around the 50, and
that punt goes for 17 yards, by the way.
Yeah, they went from the 40, what'd you say, 17, yeah, the 47 to the 30, so.
And now with 8:53, trying to add to their 7-6 lead. I've been here 3 times this year, and 3 times now it's been a slugfest in the first half. Second halves have been blowouts, but the first halves have all been big. And off to Hillscamp around the corner. He's got speed for days. And he's around to the 37-yard line for a gain of 7 on first down. It's pretty much easy to figure out, Jeff. You pick up 7 yards on first down, you're able to set up a lot more of the playbook and do what you want on second down.
Well, I could probably be the offensive coordinator if you gave me 7 on every first down. I mean, that makes it a lot of things can happen. So good job by the Anarocs. They have a great offensive line. They're big. They block well, and you've got 2 running backs that are pretty elusive in the backfield. So that are all our recipes, if you will, for good success.
Bixler able to get the first down despite the fact that initially he was going to be stopped. Took that one himself, and you're right, that thing that has become so popular in that quarterback running back mentality. He can also drop back, and we saw him throw the ball early. But he picks up the first down with his legs.
Fast-moving first half, only 4 passes total. 1 by Mechanicsburg, 3, make it now 4.
Just enough forward to Stewart. He's got penalty flags flying as he gets across the 50.
So right now it's a 14-yard gain, but the penalty marker is down, as you mentioned, and that's back personal foul.
So the first down and the personal foul. It's almost 30 yards in field position. I think they hit the quarterback afterwards. So back-to-back big gains as the defense, you'll see here on this shot.
See if we see the penalty here.
There's the throw.
There was, well,
I didn't see it.
Down, there's a big one down to the 32, so
Anna now, after nearly 30 yards on one play, he's got the ball at the Mechanicsburg 32. Fake the handoff. This one kept by Bixler again. Waited for the traffic to go through, and he ran right into Caden Coleman again.
Looked
Coleman
like he
grabs a hold of him.
He did a little stutter step and actually just got down lower. He's not extremely tall. Bixler's not, but he made himself a little bit smaller. Actually, I thought went under the arms, if you will, of a tackler and gained another 5 yards down to the 27.
Bixler's so smart with what he's able to do back there. 7:25 to go. Play clock's not been an issue.
No, it hasn't.
Camp dances right back to the left side and across the 20. He is going to be past the 6 by 2 yards. Picks up 7. And this is the 3rd first down for Anna on this drive. It started at their own 30 just a minute 40 ago. Bixler back and surveys what he wants to do. Stands in the shotgun, fake, and now gives on to Hulskamp, but that's
a rare loss of 2 right there. You won't see that very often from the 20 back to, let's say, the 21 or 22. Teal with a nice tackle, and again, just don't. I wonder how many negative plays Hulskamp has on the season. You know, I don't have that stat, but
he's got 1 tonight.
Yeah.
The other was able to get back to the line of scrimmage. So now stands in the shotgun at 6:42. Looks out to the right, quick little pass into the flat, caught by Isaac Leininger. Leininger inside the 15, down near to the, it should be 11 yards is what he got. Outside the 10 to the 11.
Well, Bixler remains perfect throwing the ball. 5 for 5 throwing, a couple big ones on this drive, and boy, they are going fast. Offense here, 3rd and short.
Look at the offensive line, and great lead underneath.
Yeah, underneath the key word. Again, he lowered his body, a low center of gravity, and the lineman, everyone stood up, and he just muscled his way across for another first down. 3-yard pickup.
4th first down of this drive. And Bixler back in motion now with Hulskamp on his right hip. 6 minutes to go in the first half in a 7-6 ball game. If you had that on your bingo square, you're a liar. Probably would have figured it would have been a much higher scoring game with these two offenses. Now the handoff, Hulskamp dances right back through the hole on the left side, fights his way down and into the end zone from 8 yards out. That is touchdown run number 38 on the season.
38 rushing touchdowns. That is a season for some teams, but Hulskamp, 38 on the ground, just good leg strength. He runs through a couple would-be tacklers, and all that is really on his own. Sometimes you'll see linemen come up, did a nice job there extending the ball, breaking the plane, but he didn't really get any help from behind. He did that on his own. I mean, he got some good blocking, but no one helped push the pile.
Ambo 78 out of 86 on the year with extra points from his right foot out of the hold of his quarterback, up and good. 5:42 to go in the first half. 14-6 Anna here in Wampauconetta on the First National Bank scoreboard on NKTelco Sports.
Hoagie Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Okay.
5:42 to go. Now, Zach Ambo's 79 of 87 in extra points on the year. There are so many numbers that jump out at you, but the one I wanted to get to, Bart Bixler has 25 rushing touchdowns. A couple of seasons ago, Riley Hulskamp had 24. That broke the school record. He's broken it twice since then, now with 38 on the year.
That's going to be a mark that's going to be hard to beat. So he's setting the bar high for the future Rockets. And you mentioned Ambus. Zach, a sophomore, just 5 feet 5 inches tall, 120 maybe with his uniform on. But
holding a couple bricks.
But he is getting it done kicking, and he's a quick little guy as well.
They faked the toss on the opening kickoff, did Mechanicsburg. They actually did it.
Yeah, here they did.
This time around. It went into the hands of Keith Bebo.
Yeah, they've really makes Anna play respect all weapons they have. They faked the handoff the first play of the kickoff, got great field position out to the 43. This time Anna read the handoff, if you will, minimized it to just out to the 23 yard. So good job special teams on Mechanicsburg. You know, need to put something together. They've had a couple first downs their last drive, but got to that midfield area again where it's kind of been like the invisible wall, if you will, just not able to penetrate and get past it. Anna was able to do so their last drive because they had also had a couple drives stall around the 50 as well.
Looking to throw a quick little inside screen off to the left side to Jake Hurst. His 31st catch of the year will go for about 7 yards. Aaron Conley back in as the quarterback.
Their first completion of the game. They'd only thrown one other pass. That was way back.
It's the start of their last drive.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't say way back. It was their last drive.
Feels like a while ago.
It does. I guess I don't know what I was thinking, but that's their first completion for 7 yards. Actually, 10 yards.
Well, they gave him 7.
7.
Now, the survey again for Conley is this time Logan Hurst. Hurst in there now will keep his own number, runs off right tackle, and got thumped right at the 35-yard line. It's a matter of where was the ball when he fell. They'll give him the gain of 3 in the first down. So that's 3 first downs in their last 2 possessions for the Berg. But they have punted their last 2 possessions away in 3 of their first 4 times with the football.
Yeah, winding down here, just 4.5 minutes to go in the first half, and then Mechanicsburg, you know, obviously would like to get some more first downs, get past the 50, keep that drive going, and try to score with as little time as possible. As there's a good stop because Anna, remember, is going to get the ball back to start the third quarter. You hate to give Anna a chance to score here at the end of the half and get the ball back. As Luthman, nice job. Again, he's our Division 6 Southwest Player of the Year, Will Luthman.
Watch how quickly he gets to this ball. I was just sitting here thinking at the start of this drive, as it's a loss of 2 on first down, you see on the replay there. But they had gone away from props the last handful of times. Not to surprise you, Malachi Minnick in on that as well. But you really you go away from what I would say probably your best overall player. he has not been a factor because Anna has stopped him the last 3 times he's touched the ball.
There's a blitz. Boy, good fumble.
Incomplete pass.
Wow, that's going to be close. Excellent pursuit by Spangler. Grant Spangler came untouched. They won't be able to review this. They can look at it here, but Spangler.
Watch Logan Hurst's left hand.
Yeah.
He's coming forward.
Yeah, the incomplete pass, I guess.
You're in New England, you get the benefit of that call.
Enough said.
At least they did last weekend. Let's just say that the folks in the green and white are not happy. They didn't call the replay booth. We got 8 video stations up here in the booth. They didn't call up.
And we saw it there. I mean, I can see it. It's one of the things. Yeah, his hand was going forward. Where did the ball come loose?
Here, look at the winners meets replay again. Judge for yourself. Right there goes his hand, but
just
where
like
was the ball?
Yeah, I don't. Tough. I mean, it's a bang-bang call. I'm not going to argue the call. It is what it is. The referee made the call in real time. Doesn't get the benefit of replay.
Conley on the inside screen.
Wow,
that was read perfectly. Tried to go to Jake Hurst, and Hurst got stopped for a loss of 3 on 3rd down. Great read for the Anna defense on back-to-back plays. There you see the young man responsible for it, too, and Grant Spangler, who's going to have to do some more with Isaac Egbert on the sideline.
Well, Spangler had 2 big plays there, almost a huge fumble force, but then came up with a stop there for -3 on the pass, so good job by Spangler.
Berg back to punt again. This time around it will be a high,
not very good,
arcing kick towards the Anna sideline and out of bounds at the 43. 26 yards on the punt. So the last 2 punts for Aaron Conley have gone 17 and 26, and this is a monster opportunity for Anna right here. 2:51 to go, up 14-6. They get the ball in the 3rd. Oh yeah, and they have 3 timeouts.
Yeah, 2:50. They could get the ball. I mean, the way that been sometimes can score the timeouts, or at least to my concern, they have been efficient at times. Although it's great to have that timeout luxury. Remember, the clock does stop on any first down in high school football. That helps the Rockets. So there are plenty of time, and they can score quick enough, kick, and use their 3 timeouts defensively to force to get the ball back again. There's a lateral. It can be
thrown. Looking to throw wide open down the sideline on the jump ball. It took just enough of an extra second to develop off the throw.
Number 37, Brandon Shannon, to my records, was the quarterback, if you will, that threw the ball downfield. Hung up just a little bit longer than what Leininger wanted, and it gave the Mechanicsburg Indians credit to him. I missed who the defender was, but a great job recovering on that little bit of
safety.
Well, he was open for a while, but Anna
Bixler. Just now, it's kind of the crux of maybe running the trick play, as Bixler will lose a yard here. But if it doesn't work, it sort of takes you maybe out of a rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
And now you're kind of at the mercy of the defense.
Yeah, the trick play doesn't work. Credits to Mechanicsburg, and then you come back and you get stuffed for a -1. So kind of bang, bang, like, why don't we just do what we're doing the last few possessions? But, you got to keep the defenses honest. You just don't want to settle on the same thing. And 3rd and long for most teams is a challenge, but Anna's capable of doing it. They're going to get it.
Screen to Hillscamp, and
nice tackle.
Stopped immediately by the leading tackler in Hurst again, who has been everywhere he wants to be. It's a gain of 3 on that screen, but it's now, as you see, how quickly this play gets stopped.
Last time they had Hillscamp out in the open on this type of screen, he ran for a lot, but boy, Hurst, good closing speed, gets around the blocker there. They couldn't contain him, and if that doesn't happen, you got to give Hillscamp at least a legitimate shot about picking up some more yards, and they're lined up to go for it here.
Opponents are 9 of 33 against the Berg on 4th down rather this year.
Play clock under
7, 6, 5.
Thought maybe we're going to try to draw them off with a hard count. Mechanicsburg discipline. Remember, in high school football, you cannot break the zone at all. You can't jump in, and once you do, it's a penalty. Unlike college and pros, you can jump back and forth a little bit, but good discipline by the Indians. Good job defensively. Remember, it all started with that broken up trick play, if you will, and then 2 good defensive stands after that. And a minute ago, we were thinking about Anna might be able to chance to score quickly and then almost defensively get the ball back, but now Mechanicsburg is going to have a chance, it looks like.
big thanks to some more of our sponsors helping us make this Grand Lake Health presentation of high school athletics possible. Fowler's TV, along with Cy Schwederman and Wilson Health. Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Don't need that right now, just need the heating part of it. SecureCom and Cargill, along with The Spot, the St. Henry Bank, the St. Mary's Foundry, and Wagner's IGA, along with Wayne Trail. As you get a look at the First National Bank scoreboard, they remind you to think first. One of our NKTelco player of the game. See, our winners meets replays have shown you quite a bit of things. And how about this? First Luthman.
Well, we saw Mechanicsburg do, let's say a traditional punt the last time. This will be Luthman's first punt.
6'2", 255 pounds. Unleashes one down inside the 15. Ends right at the 15.
You mentioned Luthman, his size. I can't think of the player's name off the top of my head. You can help me. Penn State, didn't they have a punter that was a bigger guy? Or maybe he was, he'd go down and...
It's a 40-yard punt, by the way.
Well, I shouldn't have started this because I can't think who does. He played for Penn State, and he was a punter, I thought. And he would go down and tackle.
Oh, yeah. He was on Sports Illustrated. He was on the front page.
I can't think who it was. I apologize.
I know the guy you're thinking of, yeah.
He had his career, if you will, not only punting, but it went down to tackle as well. And kind of a bigger guy. Luthman's a, more than your average size punter.
6'2", 255.
That's a
pretty
big
good.
man. Yep.
Now you're in an interesting situation if you're the Indians because you can't make a mistake.
Yep.
Not only in the shadow of your own end zone, handoff probes coming right around the corner, tries to get past the corner at the 20, now across the 25 and out around the 27-yard line.
That's real nice for them. You mentioned that on the shadow of your end zone. That's what you need. You kind of move yourself out. You get a first down. It looks like they're going to move the chains. They do. But good first down there. Now they're 25. The clock will start up. I think he went out of bounds, so it's still 1:04 left. Anna, though, down to 2 timeouts, so Mechanicsburg.
10, now the 5th first down.
Mechanicsburg still with all 3 of their timeouts left, so if they can bust one here without making a mistake, they may elect to use some of them as well. They've had some good runs.
Or just wait for props around the corner, down the sideline, another first down. He's driven out around the 43, 44-yard line. An 18-yard gain on the play. Just keep giving that guy the ball.
Well, they've done it in succession now. He's answered finally for them, and now they're in the situation now. It's kind of been a tough area for them to be in, but I think they're going to take a timeout for Mechanicsburg.
53 seconds left here in the first half. Back after this here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Back here on this Grand Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports and high school football. 14-6, Anna with the win. The winner, or with the lead rather, the winner of this game will take on either New Middletown Springfield or Howard East Knox next Thursday or Friday at Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton. That game tied at 7 right now in the other regions. As a handoff to Probst again, tries to get around the corner. Not sure why he didn't continue though to the outside. Does get to the 48 for a gain of 4.
Well, he doesn't have the view we do, but he looked like he had some more room, but he cut it up. Still gets 5 yards.
I'll bet he's got better vision than we do.
He's got more speed.
Last week.
The clock running though. This is kind of thinking we would
14. I think you're just trying to make a mistake more than anything. Either that or there's a home run play coming here in a second as another timeout
by Anna.
This one will come from Anna. So each team is taking a timeout. 22 seconds to go here in the first half, and we just take a look at how these teams come to be. Again, throughout the course of the playoffs, each team has played 3 times already. In Anna's run, they beat Minster, they beat Fairview, they beat Archbold, and Mechanicsburg has been pretty good as well. You get a 32-7 win in the first round against Adena. You beat Grandview Heights and beat Covington of the 4 teams left in D6, they're the only team, and Jeff said this earlier on, that has made a state semifinal before. That came in 13. They're 17 and 15 all time, and there's 16 playoff appearances, but it's kind of Marion local-esque in a way, in that all of those have come in the last 20 years, and Anna's been just a program for 20 years.
Yeah, well, now they're, again, it's interesting to stop and think. So everyone left in this Division 6 region has not made it to the state semifinal game. So
outside of Mechanicsburg.
Right, so kind of new blood then. So, even teams that have been like Marion Local, don't take anything away from them. I'm sure they enjoy it. But, to them it's like almost like a tradition that they expect it. These are exciting times for these towns, and the excitement. This is new territory for them, and brings a lot of excitement.
Looking to throw. Here's the home run I was talking about, just over the outstretched fingers of Keith Bebout. 165-pound junior leads the team in receiving with about 600 yards, but.
Well,
man,
there was only one. He was the only one that was going to catch it, and that's what you want to do. Give your speedster a chance to run under it, and he had some Anna Rockets chasing him, but just their 6th. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th pass of the game, 5th.
I wouldn't be surprised with Hurst coming in at quarterback if you see a trick play here.
Well, 3rd down now, just 16 seconds, so not really a lot of time. It seemed like they had more time, and I don't know where it all went because they had some nice runs, and they haven't really. They're not even across midfield yet.
Handoff prompts with 3 blockers in front down the short side of the field and into.
He should be got out of bounds. That should stop the clock.
And a territory gain of 17 on the play. They've run 5 plays and picked up now 3 first downs as a timeout. Well, called by Mechanicsburg.
Well, see, I thought he landed out of bounds. That should have given him, well, just 9 seconds to go. So it seemed like when this drive started, I think it was minute 11 is when they took over, and they had some good plays and good runs, and it seemed like they were going to be scoring, in scoring opportunity. And I guess to me at the time, where did it go? How did it get away with 3 timeouts they had left? They've used a couple, but just 9 seconds left. So
go back to something that we had talked about in the pregame about Danny Muscadry. He's 2 for 3, the kicker for Mechanicsburg this year. He's got a long of 32. As the ball sits right now, it will be out around 45 yards. He's hit 1 from between 20 and 29 yards. He's 1 for 2 between 30 and 39. We obviously know the make is from 32. But the question is what kind of leg that he has. I'll be honest, I haven't seen Mechanicsburg in person. His kickoffs off the tee are 41 yards on 87 kickoffs. So I don't know exactly what that tells you, but they might be playing for a score here before the half, not the field goal.
Right, yeah, exactly. I'd say their best bet's going to be get 6, unless they get something quick down the sideline. And
Conley rolls out to his left, looking. Here's the throw into the end zone. 4 green jerseys. That ball hit the turf at the 1, and there's now 2 seconds left.
So I expect probably the same thing again. I just don't think the field goal is, and of course now just 2 seconds. You got to go back, do the same thing again, roll back, send some receivers down, and throw it as hard and as long as you can.
Or a hook and lateral.
True, you got to have some speed.
See if they pull out a Doug Fry's playbook.
Well, with guys that can run, and especially at this level, we got some speedsters that can outrun a lot of people. They can make a lot of missed tackles happen, and we'll see what they do. And they don't want to give up a obvious interception return, but
and there is Conley. He'll take the handoff, turn it to Props, and he got smacked as he got across the 28-yard line out to the 30. That's a gain of 4 on the play, but the half is coming up. There you see the scoreboard. It says Anna 14 and Mechanicsburg 6 here in Wapak, Canada on NKTelco Sports.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
Back here with the start of quarter number 3, Mike and Jeff in a Grand Lake Health Systems production of NKTelco Sports, and the Anna Rockets get the football to start quarter number 3 right at the 20-yard line after the return. 11:51 to go. Look at the first half of the way things that came to be. We'll take a look at the stats here in a second when we get a chance. But the Birds started off with the football. Anna won the toss and deferred. That's why they get it here in the third as they now try to move it down the south end of Harmon Field. Looking to run the option for the first time. Bixler puts it right in his hands, made that late decision about what he was going to do. He picks up 2 yards on first down.
Pretty well, good job defensively by Mechanicsburg. You know, the first time they ran that option and stayed at home, and no avenue was given to Bixler to run, and also nowhere to pat or to flip it to. So good job by the defense of Mechanicsburg, who held the Rockets in check, and we'll talk about the stats here a little bit in the first half after this play.
Bixler now in that shotgun handoff. Fake the handoff rather on that play action we talked about in the keys, the open spacing and open field tackling as well. Mac DeLong, the senior, with the tackle. No gain on that play, brings up a long third down.
The Rockets in the first half, just 179 total yards in the first half. 69 rushing yards, so really not a lot of rushing yards. Some of that they lost in that snap to Bixler, which was kind of fumbled them up. They lost 10 yards there, but just 69 rushing yards, 110 passing yards. A big chunk of that 110 came 62 from Bixler to Nolan Emerson for the touchdown.
Bixler running the option again, late pitch down the sideline goes Hillscamp, picked it up at the 20, and he can fly. Say goodbye, look for the rocket, he's in the end zone. Touchdown run number 39 on the year. It's 78 yards, and it's now 20-6.
78 big ones. Wow, he turned the corner on the pitch from Bixler, and no one was going to catch him. And that is what speed does. Take another look at it here on the...
Watch the great read by Bixler right about there. And it was the same guy he beat, DeLong, who was trying to get him again and off, rolling down the highway, trying to get to Canton.
Well, he had a lot of speed there, and for containing him somewhat in the first half, I thought Mechanicsburg did to some degree a big play there. That's why he averages nearly 10 yards a carry. He's capable of doing that sort of thing.
Ambrose with the extra point up and good. He's hit on 80 of those this year now. His team on top of the First National Bank scoreboard at 21-6 here in Wampauconetta on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
So the second touchdown run of the day for Riley Hillscamp makes it 21-6 as he traverses 78 yards in a span of no time at all. Jeff and I are still thinking about running 5 or 10 yards, I think, on that play.
Yeah, it's as kind of contained as Anna was. That was on a third down, I believe. So they gained 2, then gained nothing, and you'd think, boy, Mechanicsburg has got a read on this, and they go back to the option, which really didn't do much to the play before, and then a great read and a great execution, and speed kills, and Hillscamp did just that.
There's that handoff this time around, not a pitch play, but more of the straight handoff and the tackle at the 20-yard line. This is the young man we've talked about a handful of times already in this game, Malachi Minnick, making stops wherever the white jerseys want to go.
He's been big on both sides, on special teams and defensively. Had a sack. Has also been in a lot of stops as tackles, for doing a good job so far for 44. in the first half for Mechanicsburg. They ended the first half 183. So each team right around 183 for Mechanicsburg, 179 for Anna. Rushing, though, was dominant for Mechanicsburg. 179 yards rushing of the 183. Big chunk of that was 65 yards from Chase Probst for his 23rd rushing touchdown of the season. A big chunk of that 179.
The lefty throws high and into no man's land. That one just sailed away from Logan Hurst. But you think about those numbers he's telling you about. This is a Berg offense that runs 47 touchdowns, 229 yards per game on the ground. That's cute if you're an Anna fan, is what you're saying, because look at theirs. 320 and a half, 66 touchdowns for a team that averages 440 yards a game. So the incomplete pass on 1st and 10 brings up 2nd and 10 now from the Berg 21-yard line. Handoffs worked in the first half to Probst. It works here for about 5 yards.
Oops. In the first half, you mentioned the big running yards for Mechanicsburg, 179 on the ground. Just 2 of 6 was Mechanicsburg passing for a total of 4 yards. So much more of their damage, if you will, on the ground. A big chunk again coming from Chase Probst on the big one. He broke open for 65 yards. A big third down here. The Anna faithful really getting fired up, hoping their defense can get a stop, force a punt, and get good field position.
Handoff goes inside of Probst. He is met by a host of guys in green who are probably not willing to call him his friend. He falls 4 over the push from his line for a gain of 1, but it's now a much more interesting 4th down.
Yeah, they're going to punt just with one of the few. This will be their second, I think, traditional punt, if you will. Had a number of those where they stalled at the 50, and then their quarterback actually stepped back a couple. No one back for Anna to recover or receive, but this time Anna will drop a man back.
So 21-6 with 9:08 to go.
They haven't been kicking the ball that well, and you look at the breeze. I was just thinking the breeze is coming into us, so they're going to hope to get a good hop here, and they do. It's maybe not the best hop, but at least went in the direction Mechanicsburg needed to. Gets inside the 30.
It's a 44-yard punt.
Well, they need it
with the roll.
Probably would have liked better, but 44 isn't bad considering some of those they threw up early in the first half, and they really need to try to flip the field here and get a stop defensively. They almost had it in the first drive, but that option play, Bixler hitting Hulskamp, he broke it big time, or else they could have got a stop there. It would have been 4th down, and Anna probably would have had to punt.
Mechanicsburg defense gives up 10 points a game on the year, 134 points total. Anna trying to put that up or more in this quarter here on back-to-back drives.
In games they won this year, I think Mechanicsburg, in games they've won, they average 3 points a game, giving up a couple of losses to Division 5 schools, score a little bit more than that to beat them.
Again, drags his man down the sideline and nearly was looking for those reservations. He must just have a standing table here in the Redskins end zone.
Well, he's been in a lot of reservations at end zones across the area. He is a tough character to tackle. Gain of 14 out for the first down.
How about that? So the 8th first down of the game for Anna. Each team had 7 at the break. Option comes left, two-handed pitch to the outside. Hulskamp through the hole. Penalty flag from the backfield. That's a shame because that's a nice gain into Mechanicsburg territory, likely in the area of holding. Second penalty now against Anna. So it brings up first down again. 8:26 to go in this 3rd quarter. Now a 21-6 lead, and you look at the other state semi. Exactly what that is. It is either Springfield or East Knox. Springfield out of New Middletown up 14-7 on East Knox at the half. That game being played up the road. Screen pass now from the 30, and Hulskamp right back to the original line of scrimmage out near the 43 for a gain of 8.
Yeah, he gets some of that penalty yards back, but it brings up the 2nd down and now 10. So again, Hulskamp very elusive. Every time he catches, you kind of hold your breath. You just don't know what's going to happen, and he's been very elusive at times, and It's not a surprise. It's what he's done all season long. The reason why he's Division VI Southwest District Offensive Player of the Year.
An All-Ohio first team a year ago as Bixler takes it himself. Got the first down right through the heart of the defense down to the 39. 18 yards on the run. And another first down as those continue to brew. Watch this move that he makes here by himself. Right about there. Faked the pitch. There was nobody behind. The linebacker bit down on it, and he took off.
And he ran through about 3 or 4 arm tackles every time, gaining positive yards, breaking tackles, and even falling forward. So you mentioned Huelskamp, the player of the year. I'm sure Bixler probably had some votes as well, as he's been tough to contain all year as well.
And he had a guy who initially got him about 5 yards behind the line. And he still was able to get away and get out to the 35. Bixler, though, down on the turf here as he got to the 34. He gained 5 yards, but this would be a big loss for the Anna offense if, in fact, he is not going to be in there.
Well, he definitely got low again as he was running, again, going under people. And hopefully he's taking, hopefully he'll be okay. We'll take a quick break.
Hello, New Bremen. I'm Matt Everett with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your cable, telephone, and internet services.
Hey, Minster. This is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey, New Knoxville. I am Wesley Meyer at NKTelco. We are here for you and your customer service needs.
Hey, Maria Stein. I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with hometown pride.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
You get a look at this replay brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. Watch Bart Bixler as he rolls out here. There's Cannon Probst, and he grabs a hold of him right here at the 40. And now 3 or 4 guys in a helmet shot from the quarterback in Hurst. And as he's driven into the ground, you see the 3 guys land on top. Now Huelskamp has to take the snaps himself, and he got tripped up. And it's the same guy that's gotten to him nearly every single time. Quick gain here, and it is the linebacker Noah Wolf, who's right at 100 tackles.
Yeah, Bixler took some shots there, and there was a helmet to helmet, which you see it there, but
it's more of a glancing blow.
Yeah, and you wonder sometimes you don't know how it all affects the body. It could have been just how he landed. Hopefully it's nothing major, but right now it's going to be Huelskamp on the wild card, if you will, or Wildcat.
Wild Rocket?
Yeah, that worked probably better.
He'll roll out to his left, looking to keep the ball around the corner. He'll get the first down and more, and he's got blocking down the 20 and in down to the 15. Picks up 19 yards and an Anna first down.
Well, I thought they had him there on the outside, I thought, but boy, just a whole nother gear.
I'd be willing to think they thought they had him too. And you just said right before we came back, Huelskamp's only thrown, what, 1 or 2 passes?
I got, 2 attempts, really. Number 19, Axe. Brandon Axe has 3 of 7 on the season, so I'm sure that was in some mop-up duties maybe. Brandon Axe also has quarterbacked some this year. Just a sophomore is Axe, and so we'll see if they just keep Huelskamp.
Lost it on the option, never really got himself going, and there's that man again defensively. Probably getting tired of hearing the name Jake Hurst if you're rooting for Anna. He has made a ton of play. I bet he's got a dozen tackles.
Well,
he's a loss of 6 on that play.
He led the team with 92 tackles coming in, had 5 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries. So this is not a fluke that Jake Hurst has been involved with action. I'm sorry, maybe I have the.
You got some right kid, but he's got about 40 more tackles than that. This is the updated stats they sent this week. He's been a beast. About 11 tackles a game in the tournament so far.
That's huge. Again, tournaments. So these are high-quality teams in most respects. That you're
Minnick in the backfield now with Huelskamp.
Oh,
he left him, and that didn't work out. Went the wrong way back to the 26, a loss of 5. So Riley has lost 11 on the last 2 plays.
Well, they were right down and inside the red zone. Now they're definitely behind the sticks, if you will. They're 3rd and 21, so big play here. You do have a field goal kicker in Ambus that obviously is good at extra points.
You talked about Brandon Axe. He just came in. 5'8", 140, the sophomore. He's number 19 you see there.
Not sure what he was maybe thinking this afternoon, if he thought he'd get meaningful snaps or not, but here it is, young man.
3rd down and 21 at the opponent 26. Looking to throw. High ball down the right sideline. Hangs up for a while and is fought. And it is caught at the 2-yard line. Jump ball didn't work earlier for Isaac Leininger. It works here for a gain of 24. And Anna now trying to knock on the door.
Wow. First pass of the game from
Axe.
And he hits Leininger.
That was just a jump ball that I think was jostled a couple of different times. Is now Axe and Malachi back in. You put that big guy back in there. See what he does. Under center, and it'll be kept by Hillscamp into the end zone. That is touchdown run number 40 on the season. That is the longest drive for Anna of this ball game too, as they go over 5.5 minutes and go 71 yards. Here you see the last push and the 3-yard touchdown.
They put Hillscamp under center, had Malachi Minnick in the backfield, didn't need him. I wonder if he's in the backfield to help push the pile. Maybe didn't need it there, as Hillscamp able to find a crease, doesn't need much, and he's able to power his way in, if you will, on his own.
Snap is a line drive right through the missile. 28-6 Anna, 3:34 to go in the 3rd on the First National Bank scoreboard here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
4th touchdown run, first as the technical quarterback for Riley Hillscamp, and it is a 28-6 lead. There you see on the scoreboard. This game brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems, and we thank them for being a part of what we've been able to do all year long.
Well, you put an asterisk next to that drive. Not only does Bixler go out at least temporarily injured, but Brandon Axe comes off the bench, a sophomore quarterback who's thrown 7 passes all year, so you got to think he's coming in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw it. All he does is throw a long pass down the sideline, and Leininger goes up, catches it for a 24-yard catch. So good job by Brandon Axe.
This one off the up man down to the 35-yard line. Just tried to roll it off of Hayden DeLong. He's listed as a junior quarterback. So now the Berg with an interesting drive in front of them. You don't get to a kind of a point where you say, all right, you've got to score on these drives, but now you're getting closer and closer.
Yeah, they need to score. They haven't done much. Had that nice drive in the first half, but since, nothing in the first drive here to start the half.
And to my knowledge, the Ohio Heritage Conference has never beaten the Midwest Athletic Conference. Start from the 30. Props with a handoff left. Tried to throw a stiff arm. Unfortunately for him, same guy stayed with him the whole time in Cam Stewart. And he was able to add a friend and take him down for a loss of 3 on the play.
Not the way you want to start this drive. And they've going back. You take away the big run Chase Probst had way back in the first half, and they've not done a lot as far as moving the ball. They picked up some first downs here and there, but nothing really like big chunk plays. They've been just modest drives, and they're going to find some answers here. Not only score, but
looking to throw. Malachi Minnick looking to throw his man, WWE style, about 5 yards backwards. And another loss on the play, this one of 7 yards on the sack. And the Berg, at some point, it's kind of like a basketball thing. You might just need a timeout. It's now 3rd and 20.
Yeah, this is right now the floodgates are opening on Mechanicsburg. Nothing going right, and
you see why he's the Southwest District Defensive Player of the Year. This is Logan Hurst back in at quarterback. I'm not 100% sure. He's not going to wind up and fire one down the sideline with 2 speedsters and Mac DeLong and Keith Bebout over there. Trip set right here on 3rd and 20. Lock at 210. Fake the handoff to Probst. Inside screen. Comes to Bebo, and he is stopped. Great defense by Anna again. It looks like Leininger who was able to jump that route and make the tackle. And Riley Hulskamp as well.
Very well read, and again, that was a drive going nowhere, as I think he lost 3 more yards. Exactly right. So Anna's defense right now, a lot of energy, a lot of emotion. And
Conley back to punt. He's punted a handful of times already. One of his better kicks. Malachi Minnick called for a fair catch and hit him. And Anna able to get, I don't want to say a bit of luck, but maybe the perfect bounce of the ball to have Gabe Chandler be knocked out of the way. Nolan Emerson saves that drive and keeps Anna with possession of the football.
Well, when things are going right, you know, and you're dominating the game, if you will, you get those breaks. Take another one
Watch
more.
us see number 1 on the left end of this play right here. Watch him in the middle of the field right now. He makes a play here in a second after this ball bounces right there and realizes, nope, that's not yours.
Minnick got it back twice. So Malachi Minnick did it both times, right? He touched it and then on the bounce and got his own, if you will, bad hop. So a break for the Rockets, and that would have been maybe something the Indians of Mechanicsburg needed, obviously, is a turnover.
Minnick sees Hulskamp get up the middle and the shoestring tackle. I would imagine at some point that the Anna offense is going to be seeing that defender in Nolan Wolf in their sleep.
Yeah.
From 140 across.
Boy, 26-yard scamper. Again, Hulskamp. Just a lot of speed there, and
broke the school record for rushing yards in a game twice this season. He's also got a game this year. You look at what he did just against Fort Recovery, went 279 and 4. He then had a better performance, 292 and 6 touchdowns in that win over Fairview.
Well, he's in the backfield now as a quarterback. Bixler on the sideline. I see him down here walking around at this point. Probably as we wind down the 3rd quarter, he might just finish the game.
2 on the play. Yeah, you're right. And this is a thing of, you know, you can kind of choose to be methodical. You can choose to go fast. That young man is able to do both. And now the only difference, I would say, Jeff, is he's got to come to the sideline to get the play in terms of maybe where Bixler from the shotgun, as we saw, would have been able to get the signals.
Correct. And a little bit back and forth here. They'll have to get another playoff, I believe, as the play clock's a couple seconds ahead of game clock. So unless they pass, probably this will be the last play of the 3rd quarter. Again, the game moving right along, although Bixler on the sideline in front of us, throwing some passes. We'll see what they want to do with him in the 4th
left
quarter.
Side, and through goes Hulskamp. We'll give him just 2 or 3 yards on that run. Give him 3. That'll end 3 on the scoreboard. You see Anna 1 quarter away from their first ever trip to the state finals. 28-6 leaders. Quarter 4 when we come back here on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
28-6 back here as we start quarter number 4, and this contest brought to you by Grand Lake Health Systems. Riley Hillskamp with 3 of the 4 scores for Anna. The other came on a throw from Bart Bixler, who was on the sideline to Nolan Emerson of 62 yards way back in the first. Mechanicsburg got a touchdown to answer that from 65 yards on a Chase Probst run, and I believe he's got a brother named Cannon, because I keep wanting to call him Cannon, who was a terrific running back for Mechanicsburg as well. But you see what happens here in the fourth quarter, as they do have to bring in the quarterback, and nearly the first turnover of the game for Anna. And we were questioning during the break about what would have to happen here offensively, but it's going to be Brandon Axe, it looks like, the rest of the way.
That's a big loss, and that'll force them to punt, but again, here goes, no, just help me out. That's a minus 13 yards on that snap, right? Or was it down on the 46, right?
Yeah, he's out to the 46.
So that was a 13-yard loss on that snap. You're fortunate to get back, because I thought they snapped it from the 33.
And now Luthman will be back to kick it off. Just the second or third time he's actually done that. I don't know that Anna had enough players on the field. Luthman, a big guy, he's going to try to run. All 250 pounds of him. He will traverse his way out to the 45, but across the 45, he got 11. Unfortunately, though, his team needed 22.
Yeah, I don't know if that was planned design. I'm assuming it was, but take another look at it here, and the snap was good. It's too bad they needed 22 yards to go, but I thought, well, take their chances. You know, he's a big man. He ran through some arm tackles, but have not seen that in a while. But a big man, nonetheless. We're talking about Luthman able to not only kick strongly, but he's a big man, a big target to bring down.
So the Berg with their entire offense intact now, working from their own 36 with 11 minutes to go. Straight drop for Conley, and he got smacked. Malachi Minnick on a straight solo mission just blitzed his way through, and that's an 11-yard loss on his second sack.
I believe that's a dozen on the season. My numbers are right or somewhat close. He had 10 coming in, has 2 tonight. So you're shaking your head yes. So 12 sacks for Malachi Minnick.
Also 26 tackles for loss.
And that's basically just as good as a sack, except you're getting the running backs, I assume. So
that's pretty good. So now at 10:27, it's second down and 21 for Mechanicsburg.
Their last 4 plays have been for negative yards.
Low snap again, fake the throw to Probst. Now the throw out to the sideline. Caught and spun right around Keith Beebout to the 31-yard line. Gain of 6 on the play.
Think about that. The last 1, 2, 3, 4 plays were negative yards, a couple sacks in there, and just tackles for loss. So it's been all Anna here, especially in the second half. I thought they kind of dominated even toward the end of the first half. Again, you take away the big Probst run of 65 for the score. They've not done a lot against the Anna defense. It's been very small games, no big chunk plays, and that's what they need to climb back into this. Time definitely now a factor. It's working against Mechanicsburg.
Hurst, the southpaw, stepped up in the pocket. He went to throw. Who's there again?
Well, Malachi Minnick was one of them. There's a couple of guys in there. 69, I think Anthony or Will Luthman. Those 2 guys. Now, which one of them is Division VI Defensive Player of the Year? Is it Luthman or Minnick? I thought it was Luthman. You said Minnick, but they both.
Sorry, Luthman. Yeah.
They both probably could earn it.
The answer is yes.
Yes. Another loss of 4 yards and another sack for the Rockets.
They're both first team, but Luthman was the Player of the Year. I had that wrong, but like again, another sack.
They both had votes, just like Heelsman has a Player of the Year. I'm sure Bixler had some votes as well.
Off the bounce, Minnick will drop it. He just sort of tried to pick it up and do something with it. He almost kind of tried to knock it down.
Yes,
it was an awkward play.
He definitely saved some yards by not trying to field it. Fortunately, he's able to get it back. But if he lets it go, we're probably talking the ball down near the 35 instead of the 45.
31 yards on the punt.
But right now, just 8.5, or I should say 8:47 left to go. It's all Anna here. And
35-7 New Middleton Springfield in that game against Knox. And
That's going to be their next opponent for if each team.
That was a 14-7 game at the half.
Yeah, well, that could be the Rockets' next opponent. I mean, obviously right here, barring some major malfunctions, Rockets, control their own destiny as Bixler back into the ball game. So
got a big cheer. Now the handoff to Hulskamp, nowhere for him to go. Turnstile right back through the middle, and he's going to get almost 10 yards on a play in which he should have lost 3 yards.
Yeah, last word you said was nowhere to go, and as you're saying now, I thought, well, there he goes. He's getting positive yards of about, well, they gave him 8. I thought he got a few more than that, but
Watch
he crossed.
This. Right here, he should be tackled. 2 guys, 3 guys, 4 guys. Forget about it.
Yeah, very elusive. He's a tough cat to bring down.
He's got to be well over 200 yards in this game. He's just had a monster game. He's got 3 of the 4 touchdowns, which again, it gives him 40 on the year.
Remember, they only had 69 rushing yards at half. Now he's had a bunch here in the second half.
He'll add to it here. Dances around the right side, through the middle, down the right, and across the hash mark. Out to the 40. Picks up 10.
Kind of makes
first down. My Lord. Shout out to offensive line, by the way.
Just was going to say, he makes it look easy. He's quick and fast, but give those, if you got their names, I mean, they're 85% of the reason why he's doing what he can do.
Dylan Steinecke-Ellinger, Will Luthman, Luke Dye, Anthony Billings, Evan Poppelman. Every single one of those kids got some honor on the MAC honors that came out. Steinecke-Ellinger was second team. Luthman was first. Dye was first. Billings was honorable mention, as was Evan Poppelman. But they have done a monster job here today as Hulsman tried to take everybody on himself.
Well, he did. He ran into a player, bounced back, and then still lumbered forward for another gain of 5.
If you see the replay on this, watch him hit number 5, Mac DeLong. Just get out of my way.
Yeah,
5-yard gain.
He ran into a defender, DeLong, there, and it was just bounce back, take another look. He delivered a punishment right there. And just somehow squirmed forward for another 2 or 3 yards. So
I didn't realize he actually hit Caden Coleman as well. He got 2 for the price of 1. They are really trying to make sure that trip back home that'll start at the in-between and the circle in Anna is a happy one.
Right now they are in, again, control of their destiny tonight. This is their game. And
Bixler, the handoff. Here comes Hulskamp around the corner, down through the middle and gone. Throw the stiff arm, get into the end zone. 35 yards. And now he's got 4 on the ground. And the party, I believe, is getting ready to get started. Watch the stiff arm at the end of this. All right, guys got a chance at him. Great blocking from Malachi Minnick through the hole. 1 guy to beat. Stiff arm, goodbye. I've got more reservations.
Probably didn't even hardly need the stiff arm, but he made sure he didn't get a shoestring tackle allowed there by the Indians of Mechanicsburg. And I tell you, that Hulskamp is quick and just a different gear. And it's not like the defense seems to be wearing down the offense. It's like when you score like this, you don't wear down, you get stronger. The defense gets weaker, and he's just flat out now running people over and outrunning them still.
And a penalty flag. Encroachment on the defense.
I have Anna now. So they are still lining up to go for 2, correct?
I think they're going to, well, Bixler's out to go for 2, yeah. He's got Hulskamp off to his right. Now Bixler and everybody, well, that's the old Urban Meyer play when he got to BG. Came up with that about call the plays with everyone standing and waiting. Worked out pretty good.
Yep.
Hulskamp now switches off to the left for Bixler. Go with the handoff and walks his way into the end zone. Jeff might have been able to make that run.
I don't know, but Hulskamp made it look very easy. They just are doing at will whatever they need to do right now. The Anna offense is on fire.
Also, with that run, they cue a running clock.
There you go. So that'll make this final 6 minutes, 29 seconds go by pretty quick.
We'll see about that. 36-6, Anna with the lead here in the 4th. Back in just a second here on NKTelco Sports.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
36-6 with 6:29 to go. Now will be played under a running clock. Just as good of a drive offensively as you can get, and shout out to the offensive line.
Yeah, they've done a nice job. They've scored touchdowns on 3 of their 4 second-half possessions. And really, the possession they failed on was the result of a bad snap or mishandle where they lost a chunk of yards and ultimately went for it on 4th and forever and came up short. Other than that, it's been 3 touchdowns by Riley Hulskamp here in the second half, 78-yard run, a 2-yard run, and a 35-yard run. So, to your point, yes, he's going to be piling up some large numbers after somewhat, again, being contained in the first half.
Ball picked up at the 33, and I'm not quite sure what was happening there, but one of the return men was grabbed immediately by his teammate, and as if to say, just sit down. We can't waste any time.
Probably just one of those things where you're not the normal returner, and let's just take the 35-yard line and save your health, and let's put our position players back out here and see what we can do. Obviously, the game basically is out of hand, but, you know, let's finish strong. We've had a great year. We've lost to 2 teams, did Mechanicsburg, that were schools bigger than them, Division 5, and West Jefferson and West Liberty Salem. Those teams played last weekend in the regionals. West
Jeff plays tomorrow.
Yeah, so West Jeff won that matchup. That shut them out, actually. Remember we talked, that was a big West. They lost earlier in the year by 3 and then shut them out by 34 in tournament play or playoffs.
Chase Probst with a gain of 8 on first down. And the clock running now is the last time 2013 Mechanicsburg got to the state semis. They lost to Wayne Trace 57-10
at this field.
It's weird. They probably won't come here anymore.
Well, the week before then they were down by 15 and came back and beat their OHC rival or member in double overtime here at this field. So.
How did he get it? I can't wait for the replay of this one to see exactly how this works. Aaron Conley should have been taken down in the backfield. He gets from the 43 to the 50 and gets a first down. First down of the half. Watch this. Watch him run into a pile here near the hash mark. And then somehow, with all those big bodies there, squirts free of it. And everybody thought the play was over. All right.
Well, keep working.
That's a different one.
Yep.
So now the first team's trying to finish this one up. Hulskamp with the tackle. So the ball gets into Anna territory. Gain of 4 on 1st and 10. For Chase Probst. Again, just a terrific year for him. 1,500 yards, 22 touchdowns. He picked up touchdown run number 23 on the season today. But it's going to be in a losing effort, as it looks like. You could possibly have Anna and Springfield in the finals. Throw near the sideline. Good catch, twice as a matter of fact, by Mac DeLong. He gets 13 in a first down.
You mentioned the matchup next week, that team from Springfield, which if they're in if they're from Champaign County, the last team to, I think, make it to the state game from Champaign County was Urbana back in 1983. They lost to Elyria Catholic. Ironically, Elyria Catholic beat Anna last year in the first week of Week 11 football in the playoffs, but Champaign County has not been well representative in the state football finals, if you will. And Urbana, the last team to make it to the championship game.
Speaking of Urbana, by the way, I don't know if people have seen this, but last weekend, Youngstown State quarterback Nathan Mays got injured earlier in the season, and as a redshirt senior, broke a ton of records at Urbana, threw for 9,200 yards, over 100 touchdown passes. They actually took him in the very last game. His offensive line carried him in so he could take the last knee. That's a neat thing. That's what sports is about for me. So now the 2 yards that was just picked up on one end is given back from Chase Probst, who has been the workhorse in his time at the Berg. Just a junior.
Yeah,
He'll be back next year.
You're going to see more of him, as you mentioned, just an underclassman as a junior, but
3rd down and 7. Anna faithful with 3 minutes to go before they can hit the highway and celebrate. Kept by the young man in Probst again. Wow, he's an amazing runner. Probst again across the 25 down to the 23 for a gain of 12 on the play, and a Mechanicsburg first down. Third first down of this drive, fourth of the half. It's actually a third of the half.
Yeah, I don't have
10 overall. So now standing in the shotgun is Aaron Conley. Oh, that ball is down on the ground, and it should be picked up by Anna. Johnny on the spot. The linebacker was right in there to pick that one up. We can see who they give this credit to, but how about this? Watch this replay.
I think it was 78, possibly, yeah.
Right.
Zach, well, I saw him high-fiving everyone on the sideline. Zach Cost, the senior outside, or I should say defensive lineman, 6'2", senior Zach Cost with the recovery. Boy, when things are going good, it's a lot more fun than when you're on the other side, and you hate to, obviously, Anna's very much fired up. Mechanicsburg it's tough to sit here and watch this, but your team battled to the Final Four. You made your second ever state appearance, and
Anna 5-11 all time in the playoffs coming into tonight, but they are a couple of kneel downs away from their first ever state championship game appearance. And they take the first behind Bixler. A week ago, it was Spartan Stadium in Lima. They led 42-0 at the half, beat Archbold for their 8th straight victory tonight. It's Wapakoneta with a 36-6 lead, and the first first state semifinal appearance for the AP Poll champs. Won their second MAC title this year under just their second coach in school history. Credit to Brian Rioch for what he did to build this program through the first handful of years. Gives it to Nick Marino, now in his 7th year, and he's gone from winning, or his 5th year rather, 7th year overall, of winning and winning and winning some more.
Yep.
First time we've had 3 MAC champs since '89, and now the new breed of the MAC in Anna is going to be represented in Canton.
Yep, job well done for the Anna Rockets, and a very dominating performance. They didn't have many mistakes today. It's been a job well done in all 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams, and just got a lot of momentum for this group of guys. This team, the 21 seniors on this squad, they're going to go up north to Canton, and they're going to. I think they're focused, and it's going to be a fun time watching them. And congratulations to them, and good luck. More importantly, bring it back if you can. Bring it back.
Somebody better call the Anna Police Department and tell them to hurry up and get the fire trucks ready. They present the trophy coming up here in a few, but the Anna Rockets, for the first time in school history, are going to represent the MAC in the state title game in Division 6. 36-6 the win. They'll take on New Middletown Springfield next weekend in Canton. Back with more after this here on NKTelco Sports.
Our final score in the Division 6 state semifinals.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos system takes the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Looking at Harmon Field here in Wapakoneta, where the Anna Rockets have soared into the state finals in Division 6, 36-6 winners. They'll make the 186-mile trek to Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium next week. to take on undefeated Springfield. The Tigers will wait for them. 42-14 winners in Orrville. And a big second half propels Anna to this victory, Jeff.
Yeah, they did. They somewhat played, it was pretty much even in the first half a little bit, although Anna seemed to have the upper hand. The scoreboard maybe didn't show it as well as you thought, but boy, they took over in the second half, scoring on 3 of their 4 possessions they had and just dominating. And defensively, that was probably another key. As you look at the final stats there, 204 yards total offense for Mechanicsburg. Only had 21 yards in the second half total. So a lot of damage they did was in the first half. They finished with 204. Look on the right side, Anna 446 total. Really poured it on, and a lot of that came through the rushing. As you see there, 194 from Mechanicsburg, 304. 235 of that came in the second half. Passing yards, nothing for really Mechanicsburg, just 20 total. And for Anna, didn't need a lot, but they did utilize it somewhat. They had 142 total yards. Passing out, but a chunk of that came in in the first half. But a job well done by the Anna Rockets. Both teams played pretty clean, just a 1 turnover late in the game, and penalties not a big factor as well. Just a lot of Anna offense tonight, in particular one individual, Riley Hulskamp, really ran well. He scored 4 times, his 41st. He won the game with his 41st rushing touchdown. He's our player of the game. He's been that character, if you will, a number of times this year in NKTelco, but don't really know what else to say. I mean, he dominated the game.
I got 2 words for you to say about it. Mr. Football.
He's all of that. And there you see number 20 right there. One of his carries, he ends with 4 touchdowns and had some big ones, a 78-yarder, a 2-yard run, a 35-yard touchdown run, and then the first half, an 8-yard touchdown run. So
he has 124 on just his touchdown runs.
So you wonder why he averages 10 yards a game. I don't know his final numbers, but it was a bunch, and he helped carry the Rockets. But, you know, in a way, their defense really played well. You take away the big play Chase Probst had early on, their defense really dominated the game. You know, if you give a game ball, their defense would get 1, 2. Every one of those guys on defense played well, and special teams was solid as well. Ambus was good on his extra points. The punting was there, if you will, when they had to, and good job by the Anna Rockets.
Big thanks to all of our sponsors for helping us bring you this game. Grand Lake Health System for our presentation of this entire ball game and all season long, along with American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, the Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Fowler's TV, Cy Schwederman, Wilson Health, Carriage Works, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and AC, along with SecureCom, Cargill, The Spot, St. Henry Bank, St. Mary's Foundry, Wagner's IGA, and Wayne Trail. Our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza, our Winners Meats Quality Replays, and our NKTelco player of the game. You see him there tearing up the Berg defense at our First National Bank scoreboard. For our cameraman in Paul Downing, our director in Bryce Hamrick, and his assistant in Taylor Wisman, and for Jeff Henshaw next to me, I'm Mike Hurd. Congratulations to the Anna Rockets headed to the D6 state title game next weekend in Canton, Ohio. 36-6 winners, and you saw it here on NKTelco Sports.